Hey guys, it's Sam from Nonfiction Horror. So this video is going to be short and sweet. I have a little bit of free time before I'm heading to my other job, and I just wanted to get this video up while it is still in the beginning of October. The first book that I am highly looking forward to, it's been on my TBR for a while. I've heard so much about it. That is the book House of Leaves. So it is a pretty meaty book. There's a lot of pages in here. So I've already kind of started it, and I already love the vibes that it's giving me. And by that I mean it's really reminiscent of the movie Seven. I don't know if you guys have seen that movie with Brad Pitt and Morgan Freeman. Those same feelings that I get from the movie Seven, I'm already kind of feeling with this book, and I'm only a little bit in, like maybe even 20 pages in. It's more the writing style. I have never been so affected by a writing style. So one, quickly, two, enough that it felt like a tangible thing. Like I can feel there's definitely going to be a difference within this book. Just the overall tone of it. Like I said, I just feel the minute I started reading it that I was already in a different place, and I just felt, I don't know, just felt very dreadful and dreary. And I don't know, it started raining outside. So pretty much the rain is kind of the theme I feel with this book. This book has not only had a ton of acclaim around it, I'm just curious myself to see what all the hype is about. So like I said, I don't have many books to read this month because this one is probably going to eat up a lot of my free time. The second book that I have is Intensity by Dean Koontz. This one I also just picked up on through Overdrive, which has audiobooks on there as well, just because I know the audiobooks kind of work for me and my lifestyle. So I like having the physical copy with me, so if I have a moment I can go ahead and read. But if I'm driving or it's slow at work, I'd rather listen to an audiobook than pull out a book. I feel like, what do you guys think? Leave down below. But do you feel like opening a book at work makes you look like kind of lazy? I don't know. I feel like a book is obviously, I think, a good way as a pastime, but I feel really bad when I'm reading. But I feel like if you have your headphones in at work on your phone, or you are on your phone reading an ebook, it's a little bit more socially acceptable. Is that uncomfortable for you? I don't know. Personally, I don't care, but where I work, I feel like, I'd rather have an audiobook and have my headphones in. They don't give me that crooked eye, if that makes sense. And lastly, this will be an honorable mention if I get around to it, if I want to be like super extra, like all the young kids are saying these days. But this is a graphic novel, and it's called Witches Volume 1. I picked this up at Barnes & Noble maybe about a year ago, just honestly on the whim and because of the cover. This is definitely a cover buy, and I don't have many cover buys where I just buy it, but this one was definitely one. I literally just skimmed the inside and it was like, yep, you're coming with me. I think I even had a gift certificate or something. Maybe that's why I bought it. But it seems to have really good reviews. Stephen King said it's fabulous, a triumph. So, you know, whatever that means in pertaining to this book, I am not quite sure. I really don't even know what it's about. I'm assuming it's about witches. But like I said, if I get around to it, great. If not, I have my hands full with House of Leaves and Intensity by Dean Koontz, which from the synopsis of this one, it seems like this is about a home invasion, which to me is one of the scariest things. That's like one of my biggest fears in life. Besides sharks, it's that somebody's going to break into my house. I have nightmares about that. Like, I just don't, I don't know what I would do. I really don't know. That's terrifying to me. So it's not necessarily a spooky, scary witch and ghost story, but I think this is going to give me more of the chills than, let's say, a ghost or demon or witch book. Honorable mentions that I might switch up and potentially read instead of those would be, because they are on Hoopla and audiobooks, would be The Exorcist, Jaws. The other one might be a book called Meg, about the Megalodon shark. Once again, even though these things aren't scary books, sharks are really scary to me, so they are more appropriate as scary Halloween books for me. Sorry, that was my cat. He walked by and you guys moved. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this quick little TBR. What are you guys reading? What are your favorite Halloween books? I will say, if you're still sticking around, thank you if you're still sticking around. I'm kind of just rambling. My favorite of all time scary horror psychological thriller kind of give you goosebumps book of all time is, where is it? Oh, let me reach. is Bird Box by Josh Malerman. Oh my God. This is one of my favorite books. Like literally if somebody said, Samantha, what is your favorite book of all time? This is the one. This is a book that I'm just gonna ramble and rant about this for a minute. It's a book about a girl, about a mother and her 2 kids. She has a son and a daughter. And basically there is this outbreak of, really nobody knows what it is, but basically if you see this Sasquatch, ghost, demon, like I said, nobody's really seen it because if you see it, you die. Basically everybody in this town has blindfolds on so they don't look at this monster, we'll call it. And the whole book, they have blindfolds on, majority of it. And I've never read something that made me feel like I didn't have sight. Like to read a book and feel like you are lacking the sense of sight, it was a really weird feeling. Like even though I was physically reading and using my eyes, it made me feel like I had a blindfold on the whole book. It was the weirdest thing. So that writing style and then just the settings and then the way that they just described everything was basically they had to describe because they were relying on touch, because if you can't see, you have to rely on your senses. And so I felt like your senses were definitely used reading this book, and I felt like it was a very interactive, like basically if there was what's it called, virtual reality. I feel like this is a virtual reality book in this sense. Like I felt like I was in it. So kind of went off on a random tangent, but Bird Box by Josh Malerman, if you get this on Amazon, because it's not really like a super mass produced book. I heard about it from somebody on BookTube and I checked it out for myself. So highly recommend this one. If you need a Halloween book recommendation, check this one out. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's starting to rain. So yeah, I don't know if I can kind of show you guys what we're working with. Also got a little cat over there and another cat over there. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll talk to you later. Bye.